Hi Libra, welcome to your Why reading for August 2019. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the link to the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Divine Little Light of Mind. That's a very cute, catchy name. Much love and support to her. Hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. Again, that's Little Light of Mind. And lastly, this is intended for a romantic love reading. It could resonate, though, in other areas of your life, such as job, career or work, money, friends, or family. All right. All right, Libra. Hopefully this answers your why. Either you're showing up to find out or for confirmation of what you believe, like what you've suspected or whatnot. So here goes. Why for Libra? Why? Why? Page of Pentacles, the Fool, Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, Five of Cups, Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. All right. So are they thinking of reaching out to you again? Is that what this is? This is, I think, I don't think this is, look at this, a five of Cups and the Three of Swords. This is somebody that's pretty disappointed. Huh. Fool and Wheel of Fortune. It's like someone's wanting a new start because they're just really hurt and broken up. It was kind of, all right, Libra, they could be thinking that, we've got the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups here. It could be about you never made the ask. You never wanted things to progress further. You kind of liked the way things were because it got to be all about you and what you wanted, and it was very hurtful, and they really wanted things to progress to the next level, and it didn't. And so they're all right, let's see here. Hold on a minute before I go any further. What's this Fool about for Libra? Four of Swords. All right, Four of Swords. What's this Three of Swords? This is Three of Swords. The Magician. Okay. So, right, we got the Magician and the King of Wands. This could be Sagittarius. That's about control leading to kind of just stifling the relationship, or someone being very demanding and someone else feeling like they couldn't meet the expectations of the person that was being very controlling. So in this case, this is what they're saying about you. This is why they want this new beginning and this fresh new start, is because they felt like there was just simply too much control. Someone might have been very demanding of them, and they simply couldn't meet those needs or those requirements and contribute like Libra wanted them to. What's this? Ten of Wheel. What is that? What's this Wheel of Fortune here? Five of Swords. Whoopsie. Crikey. What's this Knight of... And what's this King of Wands? Let's do King of Wands. What's this King of Wands about? Nine of Cups, not Pentacles. Nine of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, Gemini, or Virgo. What's this Knight of Cups about? It kind of feels like they did not feel emotionally valued. Like they felt like somebody might have been like Libra, it's you, might have been unrealistic in your expectation of them, that there was an inability for you to look, you know, I'm saying this for Libra, they're in their mind, they're thinking there was an inability for you to either say you're sorry, accept when you're wrong, or to realize on the flip side, to realize, you know what, Libra, I've been with you through thick or thin, and even after all this time and all we've been through, you still don't want to take things to the next level. You still don't want to make it official or, have it progress. And it's always been about you and what you wanted, and they wanted a commitment with you, and it was just not going to happen. And they felt very controlled. They felt like you were always in control, and that their connection to you wasn't really respected, because you knew, in their mind, they're thinking that, you know that I love you, you know how much of a hold you have on me, and it's breaking my heart that you don't want to take things to the next level after all this time we've been through, that you can't see and this is twofold too, because this is also about not being able to apologize, or someone not really being willing to look at the past and see their mistakes, or where they could have course corrected or done things more, kindly, whatever. So this is just someone saying, you know what, after all this time, I just can't anymore. I'm devastated. My heart is broken. It's all about you and what you want, and you're just too controlling. And again, this is the context of the reading. No judgment, no shade. I'm sitting here just, beating you up, and it's not, it's only because that's what's coming out here. This could have been why they love you so much, and that would have shown. But this is, as far as them wanting a new beginning and wanting to just completely disengage from this, it's because they just feel really taken for granted, and they feel like enough time has gone by that they can't anymore. What's this Five of Cups about? This is Eight of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Cups here and the Star card. Okay. This person is pretty much devastated that it didn't work out, but what they want to do, I think, is basically they're going to be upset for a while, but then they're going to be like, you know what? It's not the end of the world. I'm going to really find, the next person I find is going to be someone like this or whatever. The next time around, I'm going to find someone that's going to be more suited for me. So they plan to move on and get over this and get back on the saddle again. They plan to leave this ending stand where it is, and they plan to move on. They're heartbroken right now, but they have reached their limit. They feel like, you know what, it's come to them having to make some decisions that are for their best interest, and this isn't in their best interest, this connection anymore. They just feel like they're not getting their needs met, that it's very one-sided. And if there's a takeaway from this, it's about someone being, about both partners being willing to work on what needs to be worked on in the relationship, offering hope and connection and faith and healing, because you're working on the problem together. It's not just one-sided. It's not just one person doing all the work, and all the changing and all the trying to please in hopes that one day someone will finally see their worth and work out and all that. It's that you two are connected, so you work on issues together because you two matter to each other, so you value someone else's hurts as well as their happy and achievements and all that. So this is this person feeling like, you two didn't do that you two weren't connected, you didn't work on things together, and because of that, it just started to feel like hopeless, basically. That's what they'd be saying, Libra. Just saying. All right, what else for what would Libra's person say to them? What would Libra's person say to them? Okay. I wish I could take back the things I said. That's kind of nuanced, isn't it? What does that mean? What are you really saying here? It feels like they are eventually going to get over this and move on. They just are. They're going to come around and realize all is not lost. But you know, like, I don't know if you care about that really, because if you're broken up, you're like, okay, it's done. I'm just showing up for confirmation. That's fine. But if you're wondering why, it's because they just felt like it was not enough about them or enough about you two as a couple, and you didn't work on things together. All right, what else for Libra? Perseverance. That feels like that was with the person, that they were trying and sticking it out, and they were trying to go the distance in hopes that things would change, but the more they stuck around, the more they felt like they got buried deeper and deeper. So I don't know. I mean, as far as perseverance, that's it's also knowing when to cut bait. I mean, you know, the pun here is the fish, right? But knowing when to cut bait. It's a fine line too, honestly, from being in a relationship and going through a rough patch and hoping things will change, than trying to change a person. Like, sometimes that line gets blurred, and it's like, oh, that way madness lies. Like, there's rough patches, but then there's someone that just, that's who they are, and it's like, you've either got to accept that, or, oh gosh, got to make some decisions. And it looks like this person, after all this time, we got judgment and perseverance here, they realize, you know, I got to throw in the towel. I just can't anymore. I just can't. And maybe that perseverance was them trying to make things work in kind of an uphill battle, and trying to wait or trying to persevere, and to where finally you would get to that point where you would want to make it official, or that commitment, take it to the next level. And, you know, not that you should have. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. But that's this person's issue, is that, well, everything I said prior, yeah. What else for Libra? Okay, so that is the Seven of Pentacles reversed and the High Priestess. This is someone that feels like they made some really bad decisions and they did things incorrectly, and they're regretting some things they said and things they did. And they're really trying to do some soul searching and withdraw and go inward. We got the Four of Swords here. Really wanting to kind of pull back and re-examine the decisions that they've made, the choices, the things they've said, where they're at now in life, and course correct. And they're really wanting to keep the emotion out of it, but they're wanting to do some soul searching, to connect to source, to use their intuition, to listen, to be still, to take a breather after all this trying and persevering and all that. They just want quiet, and they want a breather to figure out where the heck they missed and messed up, and why did they make those decisions, and what they want to do now, and how they're going to do things differently, and what they could have done better, that sort of thing. This right here is someone working on themselves. And I think it was their wish to be able to do that as a couple, that when problems came up, that you two persevered and worked on things together. And that would lead to, like, you know, well, at least we got each other, that sort of faith and that encouragement and that feeling, that kinship, like things are going to work out. It's okay. We're helping each other along. We're in this together. And I think they wished for that. And because it's clearly in their nature to be that way, to reflect, to pull back, to think, to course correct, to think about where they're going. But they, for whatever reason, they really feel like, well, not for whatever reason, we see the reasons here, they feel like you two didn't do that as a couple, and that was one of the things they needed, is to work together. And I think, if I may be so bold, not to, you know, add salt to the injury, but this kind of feels like they really would have wished for more of a team effort, rather than feeling like they were kind of in service of someone, hoping for that offer of love that never came. No shade, no judgment, just laying out the reading. All right, Libra. I hope this was helpful. I should change it to Eeyore Tarot at this point, right? But this is kind of like the harsh truth. Holy cow. I do hope you have a good August. I hope you got your question answered, or your why answered, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.